Is it actually working? Am I actually doing the thing? Question mark. Please. Please. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm supposed to get like a... Hold on. I gotta delete this one. From forever, actually. Goodbye. Of course, you would never tell me if the stream I was doing just like quit on me for some reason. View in live control room. Hold on. We have an excellent connection apparently. Hold on, there he is. God forbid I actually get to do this perfectly. Like an actual human being. Hold on. Just to stream. Now we have to redo the chat. Because of course I have to set this up every single time. Store chat. About chat. Okay. Grab this and just transfer that over because it's gonna be annoying. Fucking serious. Come on. It's the right chat, right? It is, right? Right? I'm at the right chat, right? Question mark. Come on. Participants not showing up. But the thing does say that I have the chat open. You know what, just do it again. It's not something that... Don't do anything stupid. Okay. Is it working? No. Okay, no, it's working. Now I have to hide this. I'm gonna open the game again. Let me see my notifications one last time before I plunge. Of course. At this point, what am I even expecting? Right? Right. Restore chat. Oh. Is that what they mean? that I popped out the... Oh, I popped out. Oh, okay. Makes total sense. However, I may be dumb. That's it. That's the statement. Okay. Okay. This is recording part 2. This will make sense eventually when I finish editing this. But, yeah, I'm not even gonna explain because I know no one's gonna be in the stream anyway. So I'm just gonna restart. Good thing, too, because I skipped a dialogue option and I kind of want to get to it. Yeah. Route contains content warnings for depiction and discussion of state or institutional violence. Route has action sequences. Everything just decided not to work today. You sink into your seat and take in your surroundings as the small transport ship you're currently on leaves the port of Galac's space yacht. I think I can just skip through these because I already did the thing. So... Sure. Okay, so talk about Gora, then we skip through that. Talk about her job, then we skip through that. And one last one. This one I skipped and the other. You ask if Tizius has seemed more on edge lately, or if this is just how she is now.
Just how she... No, of course not. You just popped in on us during a stressful situation.
Okay. She seems so resistant to your plan, though.
I do get where she's coming from. She's got her Moirail, Daria. Do you know her?
Of course you know her. You're the one who brought the two of them together.
Oh, such a good matchmaker.
No, thanks.
Maybe you can work your magic and get me a Moirail.
Ooh. That depends. You want a healthy one or just go for whatever you want?
But I can't blame Zizi for her reaction. It's already so hard to be separated from the ones you love through Ascension. Being separated across dimensions would be even harder.
Yeah, fair.
We're so lucky that we were both assigned to the Justitia. I can't imagine what it would be like if we had been split up for good.
Aw. Wait, the Justitia isn't just where all teals are sent when they reach adulthood?
Of course not. Can you imagine one ship with every teal in the galaxy on it? No, the Justitia is the Legis Corpus flagship. We handle the general organization of the legal system, as well as the largest trials.
Okay.
There are dozens of lower-level ships that deal with much lower-stakes jobs, like contracts and high-blood property disputes, not to mention the thousands of Enforcement Division legislaturators spread across the galaxy.
Let me put this over here. No, but I won't see the chat. Okay.
Placement is all based off test scores. If Zizi and I hadn't placed so high, we might have had to... I don't want to think about the horrible could-have-beens. I'm just grateful we get to live out our ascension together.
What happens? You notice that Tizius is still a couple seats down, tapping and ignoring her matron. Oh, okay, so that's just what happens when you... Okay.
Take your time.
Bye.
What the fuck? Can't you see I'm busy?
Calm down. Chill. You just wanted to talk.
Of course I'm agitated. I was nearly shot earlier today.
I didn't even get to read that. There's gonna be a common complaint throughout all these parts. It just...
And now you won't stop bothering me while I'm trying to get important work done.
Sheesh. The tone jumps. You ask how she's managing to get work done on this tiny transport shuttle without a bus top.
I'm just talking to some people.
Okay. Who's she talking to? Is it Daria? Can she say hi for you?
It's not Daria.
Nice.
Can we talk about this later? Sometime when we're not in such close quarters.
Okay, you got it. You got it. She won't talk though. You really haven't gotten much of a chance to catch up with her.
Alright, fine. What do you want to ask?
Okay, let's go ask you about your job, I guess. She's a legislacerator, right? There's gotta be a legislacerator on this ship. You thought all teals grow up to be legislacerators, but apparently some aren't. Now you're even more confused about the troll legal system than you were before.
Yes, I'm a legislacerator. What made you think we all were?
I don't know. It's the only troll legal word you really remember being tossed around, and you don't even understand the troll legal systems on Earth. You can't be expected to remember all the Alternian terms, too. Hold on. I just bumped the mic. Regrettably, that means I have to check now if it fucked up. Okay, no, it didn't. Thank God. I would have died. Okay.
Honestly, I can barely keep them straight myself.
That's fair.
Makes sense that legislacerator is the only title you remember, though. For a while, we were all there was.
Are you for real?
Hundreds of sweeps ago, before the adults were sent off planet, legislacerators did it all. We did the research, caught the criminals, presented the trial. We were an all-in-one law machine.
That sounds like so much to handle at once. You're glad Tizius isn't saddled with that kind of expectations now.
Well, things were a whole lot less complicated before Alternian colonization really took off. For one, all trials were his honorable tyranny-based trials. The giant monster trials. All you had to do was catch the criminal, say why they're guilty, and let the monster eat their head.
Good to know.
Once we spread out into space, it got harder to make sure there were enough monsters spread across the galaxy, so Teal started to specialize in making interesting show trials in lieu of his honorable tyranny.
Why?
That's when the showmasters became a thing, and with them came the audit terrorizers to keep the logistics in check.
This is sounding more and more like just British imperialism. Not gonna lie. Or what, Roman maybe? Because they did have like those what do you call them? What do they call them? The stuff at the Colosseum. I don't fucking remember. Hold on, let me minimize this because it is bothering me. Goodbye. There we go. I have to see the timeline on on the background. So does that mean that Tizius catches criminals? You can't picture her being a cop, especially if she was allowed to choose a track. Hold on. Why didn't it do that? Hello?
Oh, of course not. I'm an investigative legislacerator.
What's that mean?
Around the beginning of colonization, it became pretty clear that some legislacerators were better at actually tracking down and catching the suspects, while others were better at collecting and presenting evidence.
Okay. Oh.
So, the branch split into the investigative division and the enforcement division, but both kept the title legislacerator because it was so historically recognizable.
Is this like canon? This is like canon world building? So that means she's like a detective and a lawyer wrapped into one. You ask if she's done any exciting trials where she's brought up some criminal to justice. Gosh, this is... It's like Silent Forest. Stranger on Netflix. The prosecutors there do the same thing. Sorta. Wang Shimok. Anyway.
Oh, I haven't actually presented any trials yet.
She hasn't debuted.
I'm a neophyte, which means I'm basically a research assistant to one of the senior legislacerators. They're the ones that collect evidence on site and present the trial. I just comb the archives for anything that can make the troll on trial look even more guilty.
Okay. So you look at receipts?
Not a bad deal, honestly. I get unrestricted access to the Empire's legal records, which is kind of a gold mine.
Okay, yeah. A gold mine. You ask why the legal records are so important.
It's nothing. They're just super useful for work.
Okay. Hey, you see, you've pried too far. You decide to change the subject. About Stelsa. Sure was lucky that Tizius got to stay with Stelsa post-ascension. You don't want to know what where the other two of them would be if they didn't have each other.
We almost were separated, actually.
Oh.
Our ascension placement is completely based on our cruelest bar test scores. We both aced the exam, of course, but Stelza's scores got mixed up with someone who didn't do so well.
For real? Who? What happens to trolls who don't do well? That was my question from earlier and you didn't ask.
The ones who fail, instantly cold.
Whoa.
I think fuck her scores were swapped with someone who just did okay. But for a couple weeks, we thought she was going to be stationed doing paperwork on a low-level fleet ship.
Huh?
We started to say our goodbyes and everything. It was... If we had been separated, that would have been it. I probably would have deserted or something.
Ooh, don't say that too
The real
loud.
test scores were found before we actually went off planet.
Okay. Sure hope there's no, like, massive conspiracy behind that. Like, that was actually real.
I don't know how I would survive on the Justitia without Stealth. She's really the only thing that keeps me grounded.
Aw, you're really glad they have each other. So, about your... okay. You know Tizius hasn't seen Darius since Ascension, but you've gotta know how she is. You need to know you need to know their moral allegiance first, but you need to know how their moral allegiance first. Weren't you the one who set it up? How? Oh, you okay? You introduced them to each other, didn't set them up. Yeah.
After you introduced us, we started meeting at a cafe by the school feed pretty frequently.
Huh.
She was so angry, and I knew I could help her redirect that kind of anger toward the right things. I guess I saw her as a project at first. That's pretty fucking awful, not that I say it out loud. But it's kind of true.
Yeah.
But pretty soon, it became clear that Daria was helping me too. I can get pretty overwhelmed when I look at the state of the Empire, but she helped me see past the smoke and actually get up and do something. She knows people. She might have been an angsty little shit, but she's really good with people. And she got me in contact with other trolls who had the same fire inside them.
Just one second. Yes, it slightly because I'm kind of pissed that I'm seeing notifications on the side, but I do want to see what Daria actually looks like, question mark. I don't know. Alright, let me fucking click through you. I don't really care what you say. I already saw the other. That was probably the most stressful week I've ever had. Yeah, good idea. Is this it? Deactivated. Imported coffee prices surged due to terrorist attack on colony world. Huh. I kind of like how right now sugar prices are skyrocketing. Good lord. This is Daria, right? Right? Or am I don't know. I am not sure.
We started going to concerts together.
Ah.
We were even in a band for a bit.
You for real? Tizius can play music? You never would have guessed. What'd she play?
Bass.
Nice.
Really bad bass.
Oh, okay.
The whole thing was Daria's idea, and we only did a few gigs, but it was still fun.
Oh, that's cool.
We were basically inseparable for like a sweep.
How many people can say that their lawyer used to be in a band? Sorry. That just got up to me.
I don't think there was a day where we made it official. Not like there was with me and Stealth. We just started calling each other Moirel at some point because it just made sense.
Yeah.
God, I miss her so much.
They sound like they were so close. You're so glad you introduced them to each other. It sucks that Ascension had to separate them. It sucks that Ascension separated her from her whole network of friends, it seems. Reminder. Jeez. Also, yeah, it's gonna be funny to edit. Wait, these people Daria introduced to. Ow. Okay. Alright, shut up, jeez. It scared the shit out of me. Did I not? Hold on. Just. The music is way up. I think it's because I have my laptop on full volume this time. Unlike last time. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's gonna be one hell of an edit. Okay. Alright, shut up. Jeez.
I guess I should go back over there. Apologize for leaving so abruptly and all that.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, okay. Here's the thing, right? If you don't want her to look over your shoulder while you're texting someone, while you're in the middle of a conversation, just establish some boundaries. It's, you know? But, yeah, whatever. Tizzy moves back over to Stelsa and lays her head on her shoulder. You smile. No matter what bullshit either of them have going on, they always seem to have each other. Yeah. Okay. Tizius and Stelsa look like they're still having a moment after the terror of the trial, so you go over to chat with your good friend Gorgor. Give him a little wave, and he looks up from filing his nails. Well, okay, so technically this was supposed to be what we were supposed to do before those, but, like, I really don't want to talk to Gorgor.
Bored already? You do know this is a 3-hour flight, right?
Yes? You do, you just want to chat a little.
Well, you know me. Every minute with me is another kager in my pocket.
What's a caker? Aw, oh, man, can we not do this today? You just saved his ass from being shot by his kismesis on the day of his hate wedding.
I kid. You can talk to me however long you want, free of charge.
What's a kager? Hold on. I'll record this. I'll record this on my phone so that I can pass it on to myself. No sound. Okay, hold on. Skip countdown. Okay. This is me struggling from earlier. What's a kager? Google. That doesn't solve anything. Oh. Okay. I love how I scroll down. It's just hope stuck out. Okay. Well, that solves that, I guess.
I owe you at least that much for convincing Galak to leave that awful job of his.
I thought you'd hate me for, like, not throwing the trial for you.
What did you want to ask?
Where are you coming back? He's planning on leaving his job as a legislator, right? What? Why is he bothering to come back to Justitia?
1, not a legislator. 2, I wish I wasn't.
Right, he's a showmaster. It's like the way that my brain just loaded.
Collect the paperwork she promised she'd do.
She didn't promise that. Is he in a group project or something?
No, definitely not. We're not even in the same department. Stelza just sometimes offers to do the more obnoxious busy work I'm burdened with.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Okay, it's still working. I keep bumping the mic cord, the USB cable thing, whatever you want to fucking call it. I keep bumping it. Okay.
To tell the truth, I'm not sure why she does it. Maybe she finds it fun or something.
Can I tell him?
She says I look stressed when I have too much paperwork, so she takes it off my hands.
Can I tell him?
Anyway, even if it's technically my work, she promised she'd do it. And now she's going back on that promise. So I have to go back and collect what I gave her.
You wonder why Stelsa would have offered to take on that extra burden in the first place. Either way, if it's a matter of being stressed, Stelsa's probably pretty stressed after that trial, right? The Teltagori should give her a break for once, especially since it's not even her work.
I guess. It's an inconvenience, but it's not one I can't handle.
Okay. I really don't want to know about his job, but world building, right? World building. We
Of course not. No. We all trained to be in the Legis Corpus. Legis lacerators are just one branch of the legal system. Well, more like one branch cleaved in two, but you get the point.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with that branch. Like I told you before, I'm a showmaster.
That doesn't sound very lawyery, more like a job you'd find in a theater. Or reality TV.
Nothing is more theatrical than law.
Your mileage may vary. Agree to disagree.
Is all about putting on a good show. The kind of trial you just held with Gallic is kind of unheard of around here. In most cases, if you're put on trial, you'll be executed then and there.
Ouch. You're glad Gallic's ship was in an actual courtroom.
I would have been dead for sure.
Yeah.
Trials tend to be reserved for the really big crimes. Things like high-level treason, murdering high-bloods, crimes in that vein.
Okay.
And yes, attempted assassination of a member of the Alternian Intelligence Service would be a trial offense.
Oh, wow. So, how would the actual legal system have done that trial?
Well, as a showmaster, I've thought a lot about how I would have designed my own trial/execution.
It's a little ego strokey.
The whole incident caused Gallic a ton of paranoia, right? Well, I would center the execution around paranoia.
It's getting a little too personal, Tagora. You back up. You want to back up? Alright. I'm sorry. It's just... It's a game.
After the verdict, which takes 2 seconds and doesn't matter, I would put myself in a box made of one-way glass. The audience could see my reactions, but I can't see what's happening around me. Then, the sounds are funneled in. I wouldn't know what method of execution is planned, so every time I hear a sound, I'd be on edge. The growl of beasts, the sharpening of swords, the spark of flamethrowers. The audience would watch me squirm until they start getting bored, when finally they simply send someone in to slit my throat. Maybe a little more intentionally than the poor bastard in the airlock. You get the idea.
Holy shit, that's brutal. Planning these showy executions is what he does for a living? Is he okay with that?
Well, it's no ambulance chasing, but at least it's exciting. I'd never be able to do what Tizius or Stelsa do. Their jobs sound insufferable.
Okay. So about the ship. Plush seats, complimentary beverages, a low gate. What the fuck does that mean? A toilet! Oh my god. It's like you're flying. The bar is so low. It's a transport ship. Yes, Tagora why Gallic just happened to have a first-class transport ship lying around on his space yacht.
Are you hearing what you're saying? Of course he has top-quality transport ships to go with his top-quality space yacht. What, do you think they pay him pennies over an AIS?
You see Tagora's face fall.
Pennies that he won't be making soon enough.
You okay?
I may have miscalculated when I agreed to go off the grid with Gallic.
You did what now? No, you know what? Yeah, I'm perhaps missing some context clues. Or was just like, okay, here's some context, right? I was, God, until what time was I up? Okay, so I started that stream at like 9:30 maybe, and then it went out to 4 hours. So I was until like 1 a.m. So yeah, I was a little worn out by the end of that. So thankfully, I'm just doing one chapter this time. So yeah, I may have missed some things. I may have forgotten a lot. I have been editing nonstop since then. Okay, give me some slack.
Even if Legis Corpus is worse than I anticipated, I have become accustomed to a certain standard of living.
This is to get back on you for like those little jabs you were making about about Link. The trigger word for me here is a certain standard of living, which is a line that I've said. I remember that very specifically.
A standard of living that has been partially subsidized by my cosmesis.
Oh, you're a sugar baby. Okay.
I'm going to have to put twice as much into my side hustles. Maybe I can start selling my burner husk to Tizis's rebel contacts. I know she has them. She's not subtle about it.
Don't confirm that. Don't confirm that. Don't confirm. Slow it down with the whole girl boss stick. Galac's always been loaded, right? Even on Alternia, had that huge jerk-off book hive library. The money for that had to come from somewhere.
Yes. But that can't last forever. I'll just find another way.
Okay. I was thinking, like, maybe Miss Pyre should have reacted to that comment, and then I realized that if they did, Tagora here would just go, "Oh, isn't that right?" And then, like, bring the conversation over to the other side of the fucking transport ship, and then where would we be, right? It's just...
If there's anyone I can swindle on the Eustacia before I leave for good.
Oh, there'd be plenty of people if you know how to do it. You probably won't be able to snap him out of this one. I'm gonna go explore. Let's go. You see what fun surprises Galak may have built into the ship?
I guarantee you there are no surprises, but have fun, I suppose.
Listen, I've never been here. He nonchalantly takes his nail file out and goes back to grinding his claws to a fine point as you step away. Alright. After a surprisingly long journey, you hear a beep and an automated message. The shuttle will be landing at the Eustacia in 5 minutes. Please do not leave your seats. Go run. By your seat. By your seat. Watch as the spacecraft pulls up to an enormous spaceship, large enough to hold an entire civilization. It has floors. That's how large it is. If you hold your head just the right angle, you can see the shadow of Alternia looming around the edge of Eustacia. You made it. The rest of your friends are in reach. You see your first glimpse of the interior of the Eustacia. Walls are the standard Alternian purple you're familiar with, embellished with teal cyberpunky decorations. Yep, this is definitely a teal ship.
Well, here we are.
Yep.
Home at last. Oh, I can't wait to hop in the shower when we get to the apartment block.
Hooray!
God, I know.
Hey, Gallic gave you the best wedding accommodations you two will probably ever live to see, and that lack of a shower saved your ass.
That's fair.
I know. Come on, let's go home.
Why are you defending him? It's not even yours. It's not even his. It was a work spaceship. Right? It's so weird. Oh, whatever. Lead you down a series of labyrinthine hallways. You just row after row of huge windows staring into space. Mysterious unlabeled doors that could lead to anywhere. Do not snoop. Do not snoop. You have no idea how they navigate anywhere in this place. It's like a haunted college English department had a baby with a robotic corn maze.
You're probably going to want to stick by us as long as you're here.
Yeah. So you don't get lost forever?
Lost? What are you talking about? This is one of the easiest ships to navigate.
God. She's like one of those people who are like, How do you get lost in New York City or whatever the fuck? The streets are literally labeled by number. Have you considered maybe not everyone has been there before?
No, it's because you're a callable offense.
Oh. Well, you thought Gal took you off the call list.
Just because the Empire isn't actively looking for you doesn't mean they won't feed you to the beast the second someone notices a strange, pasty white alien on an authorized Legis Corpus ship.
You normally fall back in your innate friendship magnetism if you ever got in a situation like that, but you remember that that was all a lie. You're not under any scratch manipulation spell anymore, and you're all out of powers. Huh. Okay. Well, perhaps that was something that I should have absorbed from the amount of reading that I did last stream, but I did not. Okay. 4 of you stop at a pair of identical doors, one with the Gore symbol on the door and the other with Tisius and Stelsis side by side.
Well, it was an honor. I hope you two like drowning in busywork for the rest of your lives.
Oh yeah. Huh. I literally just noticed that the moment they pointed it out. Oh, okay. They don't wear their symbols anywhere on them. Huh. Tagore slips into his apartment with a dramatic flourish and slams the door behind him. Ooh. Surprisingly huge.
Isn't it lovely? Zizi and I were so lucky to have gotten one of the quadrant suites.
Place really does look like a home. Or lounge plank. One day you'll make a dictionary of all the troll words and you should have memorized by now.
Zizi? Is it really the 24th of 8th perigee?
That's spooky.
Yep. Why'd you ask?
I can't believe I forgot. I'll be right back.
That's spooky. Hold on. Where's my phone again? I'm recording this again. We're recording this again. I'm gonna be using the same tab. Hold on. Screen recorder. Yeah. Thank you. Start recording. 3, 2, 1. Yep. There you go. It's right? That's right. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you. I have to understand this. I have no idea what these mean. It's so sad. This is so sad. They have to make me do math? Disgusting. I have no idea what that means. Anyway. I think it was just spooky because I'm recording this August 26th. So it was off by like 2 days. Celso bolts into a back room, comes out with a small candle in a glass container and a black leather-bound book with her on the symbol on the cover. You ask what she's doing with all that.
Oh, this is a yahrzeit candle. You burn it for a full day cycle on the anniversary of a loved one's death, to honor and to remember them. My Lucis passed 3 sweeps ago today.
Does Miss Barr not know that? Oh, no, you're so sorry to hear that.
I was supposed to light the candle at sunup, but with the wedding and trial and everything, it just slipped my mind. I'm sure that's fine, though. It's not like night and day mean much in space, anyway.
Yeah, fair. God damn, these fucking... Such a privilege. This guy looks like a... Keep that to yourself. If you thought this extremely vague post was about you, then... This guy again. I've never met you, but you need to stop. You need to stop. Alright. This post...
I miss you every day.
Wow, this is gorgeous. Those fancy aesthetic bullet journals. Oh, God.
It certainly is. I didn't make it, though. It belonged to my ancestor. Tyrona gave it to me shortly before I ascended. She found it in the contraband locker of all places. Isn't that crazy?
Contraband locker at their law school? It's a little weird. You ask if you can take a peek.
Oh, of course!
I hate to interrupt your catch-up session, but it looks like our favorite show is on.
Your favorite show? Oh, huh? What sounds like Tagore's screaming to himself.
Easy, that's awful!
What can I say? He's fucking hilarious when he gets mad.
Is he tweeting about it? Hold on. Just... Yes, he's tweeting about it. Help?
How dare you? I'm your husband. How could you do this to me? And right before our honeymoon, no less.
No fucking way.
Come on, you know you want to hear this juicy shit. It sounds like Gallic is cutting him off financially or something.
No, not the coffee. Anything but the coffee.
Oh, fine.
No fucking way.
Where are you going?
I'm just gonna check on him really quick.
Oh, God. Oh, God. She really... Oh, God. Discuss this at a later time, but my point stands. We cannot afford our previous life. Yeah, you can't. Weren't you... I mean, why? You know what? Moving past that.
You know he's gonna be fine. He gets in a phone fight like twice a week.
Yeah. I mean, you'd expect that. They're cosmesis, right?
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, okay. I swear, if they become morals.
I'm gonna miss that little shit when he's gone. Not as much as Stealth will, though. That pale crush she's got is intense.
I know! Oh, she wants to be morals with him. That explains the paperwork.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of cute.
And, no, it's a little concerning. Especially since it's not reciprocated. Tagora's whole thing with, like, not reciprocating any, like, crushes, like, positive crushes, just aimed at him. It's so...
Sorry about shutting down your plan back there. I know Stelsa is interested in leaving. She might even be interested enough to leave me behind.
No, I totally get it. I get it. I don't know about Miss Bardo.
As much as I'd love to live in your utopic locked timeline with her, you know why I can't do that.
Yeah.
But I can't let you take her from me either. So the best thing I can do is try to make her forget about it.
You know you can't separate them, but it's not right for Tizius to force Stelsa to stay miserable in Legis Corpus like that. That's kind of her
Oh,
choice.
shit. I gotta go.
Hey,
wanna come see what's so important that I can't go with you?
sure. Oh, hell yeah. Revolutionary time. Revolutionary activity time. You're in the hallway. After walking past what you think must be the residential section, you take a left at a water fountain.
I'm gonna need you to keep quiet while we do this, okay?
Okay.
It's still pretty early, so no one's out yet, but if we wake someone up and they see you, we're both gonna be in deep shit.
Okay. Hold on. What's going on over here? Stelsa just tweeted, I'm going to be understanding, will not publicly criticize Hybler for his many obvious flaws. I don't know, Stealth. Gallic kind of has a point. Man, whatever. These quadrants. Understood. We got this. Alright. Wow, you knew space was vast, but seeing it out these enormous windows really puts it into perspective just how tiny you are. Yeah, you're tiny. You've established this. Until you come up to a portrait of an important-looking teal blood right next to the door. Head legislator Timina Lasha?
That's the head's office. We do not want to run into her. Fuck, I don't want to run into her when I'm doing my job.
Y'all keep tweeting. You need to stop. Oh, I thought that was on Taurus. I don't know. She has a huge right, walking a little faster than before. One more left turn, she stops in front of the first door. We're in a closet. Yeah.
My place of operation. It's the only room in the entire ship that isn't bugged to hell and back.
Okay.
I paid Tagora to take out the security camera for me. He climbed up onto the top shelf and accidentally kicked the camera while trying to reach something high up.
Isn't he shorter than you? Good God. Alright.
Now, we have to keep this quick. The longer we spend in here, the better chance that we'll get caught.
Okay.
Has the fire been stoked?
Hello.
The flames are getting larger as we speak.
You got the list? How long is it this time?
Pretty long. Another one of our operations got busted. A ton of low-blood bystanders got caught in the crossfire. Anyone who survived got put on the cull list.
Wait a minute, you recognize that? Hello? Oh my God, it is!
Robo buddy?
What's up? It's actually him. You practically snatched a phone from Disney's. No!
I never thought I'd see you again. Are you okay? When did you get back?
You started telling Malak about your adventures, barely holding back tears as you
I'm
talk.
so glad you're back. I knew you didn't forget about us.
How could you forget about him? You wear his hoodie every. Oh, that's so cute.
What's your new host number? Let me tap you into the secure network.
Hell yeah.
Hate to break up the reunion, but we're kinda on a time limit here. Do you have the names?
Oh, right. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Most of them are complete strangers to you, but Polipa and Giri. Okay.
Them again,
What can I say? They do a lot.
and get caught a lot. Please be careful on the next mission. This is the second list you've given me this week.
Hey, I don't like it any more than you do. The Empire pulls its shit whether we want it to or not.
I know.
Do we still have a minute, or do you have to leave? I gotta get RoboBuddy into the network. I don't want to lose contact with him again.
Oh.
Yeah,
Nice.
sure, whatever. I'll give you two a moment.
Good God. Malak tells you all about the Rebel Chitter feed that he tells you should keep an eye on. Oh God. More Twitter stuff. Please. You missed all your friends while you were on the other timeline. Yeah, especially missed him. Aw.
I'll text you the signal once the records are gone.
Okay.
Of course. Stoke that fire.
And with that, Collins. So, this is what the revolution does?
It's what I do for the revolution. Every week or so, Malak gets me a list of names of people who need to get off the cull lists, and I go into the records while I'm doing work research and erase the paper trail.
Okay.
I'm the only one on the inside, so it's up to me to make sure nobody in the rebellion stays on the cull lists.
Okay.
If they stay on and a drone so much as catches a glimpse of them, they're dead.
Wow, does sound pretty important. Glad she's doing something to make a difference. Hold. Hold. I'm saying hold like this is a telephone. Hold on. Hey. Heck yeah. 3 hours ago. Yeah, this guy tweets a lot. Tibia you walk back to the apartment in silence. You don't know if it's just the light, but the dark circles under Tisius's eyes look even more pronounced than before. Yeah, no, it's just the lighting, but, you know, she's also really tired. You ask if she's doing okay. She gives a confused
Why
look.
wouldn't I be okay?
She just looks kind of drained. You're guessing the trial took a lot out of her. What? Swear to God, Malik. Swear to God. You ever you like someone and just not at all? Oh, good lord. Is this what? This is why Wanchi hates all of you.
Yeah, that makes sense. I probably just need to lie down for once.
Yeah. What's up?
I was wondering where you two had gone.
I was just giving our friend a tour of the Eustitia.
Hell yeah.
That sounds fun. Good thing it's after hours, too. Wouldn't want them to get caught.
Yep.
Can you keep them entertained for a bit? I need a nap.
Of course.
Excuse
of
me,
course.
I'm not a toddler. I can do my... What? Excuse me. Not like you have an excellent track record of not causing trouble, but still. The way this part I had the same reaction. I'm not a toddler.
So, are you still interested in taking a look at my journal?
Yes, ma'am. I love snooping. Why is she still blurry? You're always down to learn about your friends, family, lore. Okay. Glossing over that. Hell yeah, now you're not blurry. I thought that was my eyes for a second. I was about to take my glasses off and clean them.
This is the bullet journal of my ancestor, Stenya Saziat. She was alive right around the time of the start of colonization, but before ascension was made mandatory.
So what does it mean?
She was one of the first Order terrorizers. Makes sense, too. Just look at how organized this journal is.
That's not indicative of auditing. It's just, you know.
I hadn't even gotten the journal yet when I chose my path of study. I must just have some generational memory that drew me to that kind of organization.
Wow, so this ancestor was able to do all the work of auditorizing on top of creating grieving rituals? That's impressive.
Oh, no. Stenya didn't create the outside candle. That's just a Jewish tradition.
You be troll Jewish? You know. I'm just like a yeah, trolls of Judaism too. Exactly.
Looks like there's more similarities between our worlds than I thought.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the... Well, it kind of makes sense. Yeah. It kind of makes sense. Yeah, I have some Jewish friends back in the locked timeline. You got to introduce Stealth. You have got to introduce Stealth to Rose and Roxy when you get back. That is the Stealth still wants to come. Yeah.
I would love to come and meet your friends. But you know I can't leave Zizi like that.
Tigas ng ulo nito. Not Stealth. Fucking Miss Bar. It's just... Tizzy has already told you not to, remind her of it. Every single... Whatever.
I'd also love to connect with other Jewish people. I haven't managed to find any information or communities online.
Yeah, because gathering is bad.
According to Stenya's journal, she had a large Jewish community she was a part of, including trolls of all different castes.
Yeah.
But those don't really exist anymore. Well, they probably do, but they must be very far underground. It seems like we were pretty heavily persecuted throughout the sweeps.
Oh, that's another similarity there with Judaism.
But at least Stenya's journal is very thorough. I get to study where I come from with full illustrated guides.
Did Miss Bar have to say that? No. But it was said. Cool.
I wish I could figure out what these ones mean. I've tried to ask Zizi for help since she used to play music, but she never actually learned how to read it.
Yeah. You know, some people you sure could read music. You could hook Salsa up if she wanted it.
No, I'd rather keep this to myself for now.
Okay. Fair enough. Two of you flip through the journal a bit more and you hear a knock at the door. What's up? Why did I say that? Okay. Oh!
Oh my goodness! Gorgor, what happened?
Oh, you know, just your regular MCR session.
He's cutting me off.
Excuse
No
me?
thanks to you.
Didn't y'all already have a talk about this? Oh, okay.
I told you I had something to worry about. Now how am I going to afford anything?
First world problems.
It'll be okay. Come on, we can work this out.
Sounds like a you problem, Tagora. I'll leave you guys to it again. I guess you're chill by yourself. Yay! It's so hard to chill when you know you have a mission. Just take a fucking nap. How can you relax then when you know Stealth and Tithius need to make a Good lord. Some Jesus complex. You think about it, it's not much of a choice. Salsa wants to come with you. Salsa needs to come with you if she's gonna be happy. Earth has safety, a Jewish community, everything Salsa could probably want. Everything except Tithius. You can't split them up, not after all they've gone through to stay together. I wonder if there's any sliver of hope that you might be able to convince Tithius to leave the revolution. No. There are plenty of causes on Earth she could fight for, and there's no way she's that indispensable. Nah. Didn't she tell you? Didn't she tell you that you're literally, like... It's a game. You thought you could convince her. Tithius has a one-track mind when it comes to breaking the system, and no amount of friend persuasion is going to change that. So maybe you don't have to be the friend to persuade her. Malk seems like he's pretty high up in this rebellion. You'd bet anything if he told Tithius to leave the cause for her own sake, she'd have to. Oh right, you can't call him from here. You have to go to that private closet if you want to call him safely, just as you're about to get up. Huh? That was barely a choice. I really... I really do hope this doesn't, like, trigger something that I don't want to happen. Just want to... Mal can wait. You're sure you can find another time to sneak out and talk to him. Stenia's weekly agenda. She's got gratitude and habit trackers and everything. Like some of the page is blocked off with pink tape. I can barely read this. I wonder who wrote all this down. I wonder if it was Stenia put that there or Stelsa. I bet you could check some of these sections for information. Your Alternian may be spotty, but you can definitely still read it. I can't. So can I... To-do list. The usual stuff. Laundry, shopping. You wish you knew what was under the tape, though. Also, you wonder how... What? Who Tanya could be? A coworker, maybe? I have no idea how that's supposed to be said. What's this? A habit tracker. Looks like Stenya was into health and fitness too, or at least tried to be. Only enough water 4 days out of the week. She's gotta hydrate better. Listen. Have you seen Alternia? Busy week. Damn, a lot goes into trial prep from an auto-terrorizer side of things. You're so tempted to peel that tape up, find out what's underneath, but don't want to risk destroying Stelsa's heirloom. Why did Stenya have to leave early on Wednesday? What was happening on Sunday? Good lord. Getting a little too invested in that. Grateful for my good friends and comrades who stand by each other. That's so nice. She's supposed Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. To leave early this week. I wonder who wrote these. Monthly calendar, 14th perigee. You've always assumed alternian months would have actual names, but that would be like if you called July month 7. Stenya's wriggling day was this month, and she gets a whole week off of work for something called HIC Hatch Week. Lucky. You wonder what AFJC is, but they seem to meet pretty frequently. So this then. Bill pay checklist. Rent, electric, water, insurance. Tape is starting to peel off. Looks like it's dues. Was Stenya in the union? She's part of a revolution. Are unions even demonized on Alternia like they are in America? I have no idea. What are these? It's under the tape. Oh, that's tape. This was something Stenya put there. There's little bits of blue peeking out from under it. Candle spread from before. Yard-side candle to remember the dead. List of people Stenya wanted to make sure she mourned every year. She knew a lot of dead people. Looks like Stelsa added her own date. 24th of 8th perigee, Mom. Huh. Alternian may be a little rusty, but usually can read it just fine. You have no fucking clue what this says. Looks like Stelsa didn't know either. She left a note to translate it later. I have no idea what that is. Maybe you shouldn't mess with the journal, but there's a bunch of pages taped together. Gotta see what's in this section. Sorry, Stelsa. Hold on. Looks like Stelsa's been adding her own notes to the spread. Is it any old candle okay? Scented or unscented? Try B secretion and B secretion candle co.com. I can read. Beeswax? Huh. Okay, anything else on this page? It does not seem like it. Holy shit, is this... Are these plans for an anti-empire protest? Yeah. Was Stelsa's ancestor a protest leader? Wow. This can't be right. Stelsa would never be proud about being related to a protest leader. Then again, that would explain the tape. Let's hope she doesn't fucking see us. She was protesting Ascension recruitment. We will surround and recruit center and block all entrance. Surround the recruitment center and block all entrances. Sounds like a solid strategy. Knowing how things are now, you don't think it worked though. Looks like all protesters got a free breakfast at least. Yeah, that's good. Protest supplies. Let's see. Food, water, first aid kit looks pretty standard. Eye protection, body armor, horn prosthetics. Looks pretty intense. First time? Frequency disruptors. Shit. What was Stelsa's ancestor up against? First time? What's this? They can't arrest us all. I sure hope they didn't. Then again, knowing the Empire, they probably did way worse than just arrest the protesters. Looks like they were marching pretty close to a drone maintenance facility, so I'm guessing this event probably didn't end well. This is a hand-drawn map? That's so cool! The color-coded routes and everything. I'm guessing this was probably photocopied and passed around to protesters beforehand. Maybe she just hand-drew the same map over and over again. Nah, it's probably way too much work. And again, you see how much Tizius wears herself out for the sake of revolution. What's saying Stelsa's ancestor didn't have done the same. Your stooping is interrupted by turn up the front door handle. Clearly you didn't chuck it fast enough because Stelsa catches you in the act.
Oh my goodness, what are you doing? That's an ancestral heirloom. You can't just toss it around like that. So, you saw.
Yeah. Good lord. Good lord. Great set by Trixie this morning. Oh, you were on a concert, huh? Help. Oh, he's the manager. He's the manager. You're supposed to say that about their performances, so. You know what she's talking about?
The taped up section. You saw Stenya's other work.
Just a little. Fine. Sorry for snooping. You know, it was rude.
Yes, that was rather rude, but that's not what I care about right now.
No, dang.
You have to promise me you won't tell a single person about what you saw in that journal.
You promised. You don't understand what she's so worked up about, though. Her ancestor sounds like a badass.
It doesn't matter what she sounds like to you. To the Empire, she sounds like a criminal.
What's the big deal? She's already dead.
Just owning this journal is a culpable offense.
Yeah, well, I'm not... First, I can't really leave this apartment without getting killed either. So, I can't go around telling anyone either. If you know, and if Tizius knows, and, like, somehow Tagora knows, then I can't tell anyone else because everyone already knows. Well, unless, you know, I, like, start talking to people like Malik, maybe. Yeah.
I tried so hard to cover up any of Stenya's misdeeds. I should have known better and just thrown the thing away when I got it.
Hey. Why did she keep the book in the first place? You know she's on the more pro-Empire side of things. You were a little surprised that she, of all people, would keep protest maps around.
I don't know. It called to me. Is that a stupid thing to say? I looked at that journal and saw something more than what I thought I was. Until I found Stenya's journal, I was just an order terrorizer. Just another teal blood. Not that I'm not grateful.
Why... No, you understand. It's important to have hobbies and work-life balance. You're guessing she's not really allowed that up. She's not really allowed that up here, is she?
Oh, definitely not. We weren't allowed that much back on planet either. I really do regret spending so much time taking pretend clients outside of classes to practice for the real thing. The only thing I ever really had for myself was my workout routine. And as much as I love a good run, that can't be my whole personality either. But then I found the journal, and it gave me something else I could be. Something else I already was.
She's talking about the troll Judaism thing, right?
Reading Stenya's detailed descriptions of rituals taught me that I'm allowed to slow down. Allowed to take an evening to sit down and just be grateful that I'm alive. The Empire discourages us from thinking about the dead. Death happens so suddenly around here, and we're always taught to ignore it and let body disposal take care of it. I'm glad to know I'm part of a culture that allows me to remember the people I cared about.
You completely understand. Alternia is a hard, cruel place run by hard, cruel people. You don't know how anyone could blindly support this. No offense.
You think I like it here? This whole time I've been telling you I want to leave. Does that sound like something a loyalist would do?
I guess not. You just...
I'm not loyal. I'm just scared. Scared of losing what little I'm allowed to have.
Thank God I didn't call Malik.
I understand why Stenya did what she did. Hell, I understand why Zizi does what she does.
Dizziest? She never...
Oh, don't look like that. She's not subtle about
Yeah,
it.
even Tagora.
I might not know what she's doing for whatever rebellion she's part of, but she's definitely part of something. But I can never bring myself to put myself in that kind of danger. Maybe I should just burn this. I don't want to end up like she did.
Did you know how?
Arrested at her final protest, and tried and killed by her peers.
Were they really her peers then?
That'll have to wait until later, though. I've got so much to catch up on because of this wedding. The head of Order Terrorizing did officially give me the weekend off, but I just know he's going to call soon to ask me where I was at last night's department meeting, and why I haven't turned the work in yet. Sorry to leave you on such a sour note, but the work is never done.
Grind never stops, baby. Alright. As if nothing just happened. He's gonna have a breakdown in there. Swear.
You do promise you won't tell anyone what you saw, right?
Oh no, I am telling Tizius. But, you know. I am tattling on you the moment you leave. What's oh gosh. She must have slipped out while you were absorbing the journal. Hello.
Do
Hey.
I look okay?
Damn, sorry. Yeah, no, she really doesn't. Did she just have a rough pale session with Daria or something?
No. I just needed some alone time.
I thought we were asleep. Well, maybe she needs a pale session then. No, she'll.
What part of I haven't seen Daria since Ascension do you not understand?
Not even on the encrypted Twitter feed
I
thing?
can't just go talk to her. I'll probably never talk to her again.
Sheesh. You thought haven't seen Daria meant she hadn't seen her in person. She calls me out just fine. It's not like the station blocks all
It's for
communication.
the safety of the rebellion. When
What?
I ascended, I had to make a choice. I could either leave the rebellion forever and be a good little cog in the legal machine, but keep all my contacts from the planet, or I could become an indispensable part of the revolution, but never talk to anyone again. The choice was obvious. I thought I'd be fine. I'd only been Moirails with Daria for a sweep at that point, and it's not like I was dying without one before, and it was fine at first. But the work up here gets so soul-crushing, and I can't really complain to Stels about it. She lives for bureaucracy. And just... fuck, I miss her so much.
Mm-mm. Both Tizius and Stealth are living a lie and they're suffering for it. You can't let them keep doing this. Whose illusion will you break? Hold on. Hold on. No, hold on. Does this have autos? No, it does not. We just fucked ourselves over, potentially.
Come in! Oh, so sorry you have to see me like this. I just got a call from my boss. I'm very behind, and unfortunately I have very little time to talk.
There's no way she could push her work back for a couple minutes, is there?
Not a chance. Mr. Argent needs this paperwork before the evening shift begins, and I can't let him down.
God, take a break. What would happen if she did let him know?
Why? That would cause complete and total chaos. If the paperwork isn't ready, then the next stage of trial prep can't commence. And if trial prep isn't going forward, it gets delayed and creates a clog in the legal machine, and we can't have that. When the higher-ups hear about who caused said clog, all fingers point to me, and I'll be put on a cull list for sure. It's best to just do what I'm told.
Okay. Now, is that okay? Doesn't the fact that she could be put to death for not finishing paperwork on time make her angry?
Well, yes, but emotions like that aren't very productive.
Fair. what if they could be? She could use that anger to do something. She could use her anger to fuel real change, just like Stenya did.
I thought I told you to forget about what you read in that journal.
No, you told me not to tell anyone. That very... Yeah. Nope, can't do that. This is part of Stealth's lineage, and you won't let her forget it. This woman Stealth admires, whose journal is helping her learn about who she is and Kudmi, was an anti-Empire protest organizer. It's not the kind of thing that can be easily forgotten.
Like I said before, if anyone ever finds out about where I come from, I could be culled on sight. We both need to pretend we never saw anything.
Isn't this ship bugged? Shouldn't we be talking about this somewhere where it's not, like, potentially bugged? And that sucks. Doesn't that make her angry? She needs to let herself rage. Aren't you tired? Don't you just want... Oh, God. Okay.
I'm not sure what you're trying to get me to do here. Sure, I could rage, but it would only get me culled.
Yeah, if you get caught, that's quarters talk.
Yes, the system is flawed. Yes, I'm tired of constantly living in fear of my own past. But there's nothing that can be done about it.
Of course there is. There's always a way to make change.
How do you propose I use this anger to make real change? Preferably without facing the same horrible fate of my ancestor.
I mean, Tizzy's doing it now. Fuck. Can I save? Can I save? I can save. Oh, it paused! Hold on. I'm gonna stay here. It's my safe place. Yeah, just join the rebel group.
I just don't know about all of this.
Arila...
I'm sure you believe that.
Can I not load it? Oh, gosh. Oh, thank God. There are other people out there who are just as frustrated at their superior as she is. Thank God. Thank God I saved that at the last moment. She's really unhappy with the way things are on the Justitia. There are people she can talk to about that. God, they really don't... They really don't give people with decision paralysis a chance in this game sometimes. How did I survive Life is Strange? Well, okay. For one, by the time I already played Life is Strange, I knew every single thing that I needed to do. Because I'm that much of a little bitch about making important decisions. I've never played like an actual decision making game in real time without context or like guides somewhere. So concerning. This is concerning. Thank God they gave me a choice there.
Are you suggesting I join?
Yes.
A rebel group?
Yes. She doesn't even have to do anything dangerous. The first step towards making things a little better is connecting with others who want to do the same.
Are you insane? Do you know the kind of negative attention that would bring?
Again, only if you get caught. Just don't get caught.
How many sleepless days I've had worrying about Zizi and what would happen if whatever group she's a part of gets caught.
They won't. That's the work you're trying to do.
I can't do it. It's just too dangerous.
Okay, wimp. Kidding. Think of the people she could meet. The things you could finally feel comfortable talking about.
What could I possibly need to talk about so much that it's worth risking my safety?
This is my safe space. I do want to choose Stenia's journal. Oh, what? So it's work frustrations, alternatives, injustices, or Stenia's journal. Listen,
just don't know about.
Ah, fuck. I forgot that a moment I have to click through it. This one. Stelsa mentioned earlier she didn't want to mention the journal to anyone, and you know why now. But if Stelsa could find a community that she could trust wholeheartedly with that information, think of all the things she could learn about her own lineage.
That's not possible. There's nobody who I can trust to show the journal to.
Not even a potential Moriel? Or Tizius?
It was risky enough to show it to you, and I'm starting to really regret that decision.
Hey.
And even if I talked to a few people about it, what could they possibly do to help? There is no Alternian Jewish community
Not
anymore.
that you know of. Yeah, exactly, but that doesn't mean they don't exist. She's not gonna find a community that's been heavily persecuted by the Empire just floating around on Chitter. You know, people can do some digging. Malik is a hacking genius. You bet he'll be able to find all kinds of information about Altarian Jewish communities. Those traditional songs in the journal that she couldn't read, you're sure Tizius' old bandmates are part of the rebellion. They'd totally be able to decipher the sheet music for her. Even without all that, wouldn't it be nice to be able to talk through all this with new people while she learns about where she comes from?
I suppose it would, wouldn't it? I've showed the journal to Zizi plenty, but she only knows as much about this as I do.
Yeah.
Maybe a non-teal perspective really would help me learn more about Stenya.
Exactly. This would be good for her. Come on. You know, great place.
Stop.
Oh. Sarpus.
This isn't right. I am where I am meant to be. My entire life's work has led up to my assignment on the Eustacia.
Come on.
Such a privilege for me to be here. Why would I throw that away?
Because she's unhappy? Isn't that enough of a reason to walk away from something?
Plenty of people are unhappy. Almost everyone I know is unhappy. That isn't enough of a reason to throw my safety and everything I've worked for in the garbage.
You thought you were so close to breaking through.
I'll tell you what. Give me one good reason. One genuinely convincing reason why
Okay. It's in your blood. Still admires Stenya, right? Even with all the legal activity?
Well,
She said so herself. The only reason she taped up those sections was because she was scared someone would find out who she's really related to. But the protests themselves, it's not a problem, is it?
the first time I saw the protest map, I was filled with an undeniable dread. But every time I've looked at it since, I've been more and more impressed. Organizing a protest must take an extreme level of management skill,
Yeah.
and the fact that this was all done on paper is even more impressive. But what astounds me the most is the insurmountable courage this must have taken. She was brave enough to stand on the front lines and risk her life for something she believed in.
Yeah.
I can't even muster the courage to ask Mr. Argent if I can implement a more efficient type of spreadsheet at work.
Well, if Stenya could have that courage, why can't she?
I'm a coward.
Yeah.
Isn't that obvious? My whole
Yeah.
life has been dedicated to doing exactly what was expected of me.
So you're
Just
gonna
for a guarantee of safety.
live and die a coward? Yes, that's what you want?
And more it feels like that's not a guarantee anymore.
It's okay. She's willing to take a little leap, just one tiny step in the direction of danger. She'll be surprised just how courageous she can be. And most importantly, she'll be able to be herself for once. Not the organizational machine she was trained to be, but the real Stelsa Teziat. Thank you, Gallic.
Okay. I think I know what I need to do.
You need to go talk to your mate Sprit. There's a little shake, shrug off negative emotions before opening the bedroom door. Aw. You said bedroom this time.
Zizi, We need to talk.
Oh gosh, hold on. Let me see your What's going on over here? You? She could just tell her.
Fuck.
Hi.
I know this is something I've avoided talking about for a while. It's pretty far out of my comfort zone. But I can't kid myself any longer.
Please don't draw it out like this. Just say it. You're leaving me for the new timeline.
I want to join the rebellion.
What?
I know you're part of some rebel group. I don't know what you do or how involved you are, but I want to join you.
What did you say to her?
No. All you did was point out some stuff in her journal and the rest fell into place.
Her journal?
My ancestor was a protest leader. She documented everything she did, including the protests. I tried to cover it up, just in case someone tried to connect me to her crimes, but this one here really is quite the detective.
I'm really more of a snoop.
Your ancestor was the Scrivener.
Princess and the Scrivener. The YouTube channel. I'm sorry.
The what?
Celsa looks just as confused as you do. Titius is almost bouncing with excitement. Wow, this is that.
It's a
Wow.
Scrivener. She was the leader of a brief revolutionary movement based around protesting forced ascension. It was snuffed out really quickly, so there's not that much info about it. But your ancestor was so thorough with documenting everything that I found a couple of her protest guides in my research. Nothing this complete, though.
You know things about Stenya that I don't? You need to tell me everything!
Oh my gosh.
I've tried to look her up in Legis Corpus records before, but they've basically wiped her from history.
Yeah.
The only thing I could find about her is that she was eventually arrested and tried by some legislacerator known as the Diligent.
Yup, the Diligent. Otherwise known as Tenia Entic.
What? No fucking way.
There's a reason I was never into ancestor worship.
Holy shit. There is some crazy fate shit going on here. Oh.
I still can't believe I'm doing this. How are we even going to get off the Eustacia in the first place?
Oh, I got you. Well. That was 7 hours ago. Where's the new tweets? Where's the new tweets? Where's the new tweets? Huh? What? Am I doing this wrong? What's going on? Oh. Okay, thanks. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Dummy.
Don't worry, I've got this all figured out. Believe me, I've got like a dozen escape plans lying around here.
Oh, good lord. The way that I closed the chitter thing and like 2 more tweets popped out. Hello? Can't fucking believe it. You're literally sitting right next to each other.
This will be easy. We just gotta join Tagora when he makes his way back to Gallic's ship. We'll wait there until Malik can send us transport down to Alternia. Then we can hide out in Everdim or something. Holy fuck. I'm gonna get to see Daria again.
Well, if we do hide in the caverns, I suppose.
No, you don't understand. I haven't so much as texted Daria since Ascension. It's been a sweep and a half.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Aww.
Well, since you were so adamant on me joining the rebellion, I assume you'll be joining us too?
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone say good riddance to Tagora. No. What? Actually, she does. Does she have any idea how you can get off these?
There's a line of escape pods by the docking bay we came in on. You should be able to find your way there, no problem.
Okay, you don't know about no problem, but you'll try your best.
You might want to hurry though. Work starts in a couple hours and you don't want to risk getting caught.
Oh god. Oh shit. Well, you guess it's goodbye for now. Do you hope you'll see them again before leaving Alternia for good? Bye bye. Bye bye. Yay! If you've been hearing that little sound in the distance, that's me fidgeting with my keyboard. I need stimulus of some kind. You want to save your progress, so do I? Okay, yeah, save it here. This is me. Just okay, close the menu. Miss Bar's journey will continue in lest the dust comes us. Noise. No. Thank you. Didn't change the loading screen. Loading the main menu. Thank you. Anyhow, that sure was a thing. I didn't get the extra endings. I think. No, I didn't die once. Thank goodness. That was a lot less intensive than I thought, actually. There's so many other stuff in here. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe it was like down the... Excuse me. The other route where I go to do Malik's thing and like maybe I get caught a few times. I think that's where it's going. Because Theseus, this like did come out of the apartment like a few... like before we got finished like the snooping around. Did Theseus like walk past us and like not even see that we were snooping? That's so rude. Okay, so that was chapter 2. The way that I phrased that like a question, yeah, that was chapter 2 of Friendsim 2. Man, if that was a little low-key on energy, it's because, well, I've already explained at this point. I probably should like turn off the music for this because it'll be a lot easier to explain. Okay, I'll be on my standby screen like this, and then I'll just quit the game just so it'll save me a couple things. There we go, on memory. So if it wasn't clear before, my stream interrupted at some point because for some reason while I was recording earlier, my game was lagging and I kept like fucking around with the settings, and then suddenly the stream stopped and didn't tell me that it stopped. Like even OBS was confused that, oh, we were supposed to stop. I didn't know we were supposed to stop. So now now that happened, I was like, okay, let me just do this all over. I started from the beginning, everything, but I also like skipped around a few parts of the first part because I already went through all the dialogue options and I didn't want to have to do that again. So I'll just probably like slap them on, like slap any inserts that I had onto the other onto the stream highlights for this one, because it'll be a little shorter than the 4-hour thing that I had said last time. So that's a relief, at least for me. And yeah, so that's what happened. And because of that, there might be a few things missing from the original live stream link that I will be leaving in that highlights stream, the stream highlights video, because yeah. And that was mostly it. I'm a little underwhelmed, but sort of like also overwhelmed, because they dropped so much like world building in there from like the initial, like the intro, and then like suddenly you get like information about how they're like how troll Judaism is a thing, apparently, which is a sentence I still can't believe I'm saying. But you know, let them do what they want. But yeah, it's that was a lot of that was a lot of exposition and like world building sort of. Um, specifically about like the legal systems of Alternia, which, you know, I think at this point, like I would have, good lord, I would have been expecting more of a deeper run through the what do you call it? Not the judicial stuff rather than the legal stuff, because that's usually what you should be focusing on, especially if you're like an activist. Though there is like, maybe it's because on Alternia it's the same thing, but you know, whatever. There was so much information in there. It's not like it was hard to catch up on. I was just a little surprised, and also I think it's a little due to the fact that they have like different they have different writers per route that they have to like do a little recap per intro for the chapters. So yeah, that threw me off a little. But anyway, that was a pretty good chapter. Um good, thank God no one was on with me. Because I was just like completely quiet, just playing through this as seriously as possible. But yeah, um, the generic. I don't have the generic outro for this one, so we'll just put the video in. Yeah. If there is anyone in the chat, there probably is not. I'm not gonna be. Yeah, no, there's no one in here. Unless I missed something. No, there is literally no one here. So that's cool. That's fine. We'll just do the highlights anyway. Okay. Stopping. Stop streaming.